Were you aware that there are Bond Jameas books out there? Well, neither was I, but apparently not only do they exist, but now they have been rewritten. It's the progressive way, destroying the past. Kind of reminds me of certain people from Middle East taking a hammer to a statue. You know, this actually did happen before. The Roman Empire used to have anatomically correct statues. Beautiful works of art, by the way. And when the Christians came around, they started covering them up. Either using towels and rags or just chipping away the penis and replacing it with a leaf. I'm not kidding, look it up. So, I guess like hiding the past isn't something new, but is it something that you should be proud of though? So what exactly did they change? Yet again, I just want you to understand there are people paid for this, alright? Like someone gets more money, probably than you do, for reading these books and going, alright, well, this is problematic. And the issue is that when you make censorship profitable and you create an entire industry based around censorship, you're going to get more of it rather than less. And you're also going to get people that are going to have to censor something so that they can justify their wage. So apparently the racial references have been removed from Ian Fleming's James Bond novels following a sensitivity review. I love how they call it. Like they keep coming up with new and new words for censorship. So apparently the N-word, which was featured in his writings from the 1950s and 1960s, have been edited out in one of the new editions. What is the N-word, by the way? Like, I keep hearing it in the press, so it must be very important if they keep mentioning it. Like, what is it? I'm Romanian, alright? I'm a Romanian troll. I do not know what that word is. Can someone tell it to me? Don't actually, because I don't want you to get banned from YouTube. No, seriously, if you post it in the comments, you're going to get your account banned. Just don't. You lose access to your email. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But maybe, I can ask a higher up, like a diversity officer lady, to tell it to me. It's like, well, if I don't know what the word is, lady, what if I say it by accident? Apparently, the revised lines include Bond's assessment in Live and Let Die that would-be African criminals are pretty law-abiding chaps, I should have thought, except when they've drunk too much. And it has been changed to pretty law-abiding chaps, I should have thought. Yeah, but again, they're removing the joke. Like, usually they go after humor. I've noticed this trend. Right? Like when the character tries to be a little bit edgy. Nope, you're not allowed. And by the way, like, would this be offensive if you say it to British people? It's like British people are pretty law-abiding chaps, I should have thought. Except when they've drank too much. Like, this can be used to almost anyone. It's not particularly offensive, but okay. However, reference to the sweet tang of rape, blithering women, and doing a man's work, and reference to homosexuality being a stubborn disability, oof. These have been kept in. A disclaimer accompanying the new editions is expected to read, this book was written at a time when terms and attitudes which might be considered offensive by modern readers were commonplace. Oh, wow. I'm glad you have to tell this. I mean, the British public are like fucking children. They really don't know. Like, you need to tell them that in a book that was written in 1950s, certain things are not fit for the modern audience. Holy shit. Why don't you add these disclaimers to the books that you're writing now, today? Like, the book that has been written today may be offensive for people 50 years down the line, But, this whole thing, it's like a woman doing a man's job. Is it offensive? Is it? So, like, when we're looking at Ukraine, right now, in Ukraine, at this moment, if you're a man, you're not allowed to leave the country. If you're a man over the age of 18, you can't leave the country, right? If you're a woman, you can. Why don't we do the opposite? Why don't we reverse the gender roles? Allow the men to leave, but the women have to stay and fight. Why don't we do that, right? Because apparently there is no such thing as a man's job. So, like, why can't the men leave and the women stay and fight? I'm really curious. A number of updates have been made in the edition while keeping as close as possible to the original text. Why do not just leave the original text, though? Like, why do you have to change it? It comes after Ian Fleming publication, which owns the rights to his work, commissioned a review by sensitivity readers. Again, like, these are actual jobs, alright? Like, they get paid more than you. They have more respect than you. These are the new clergy of society. Like literally a job that's a censor. And by the way, if you're wondering what the word censor means, also came from the Roman Empire. It was a person which looked at the writings and decided what is not fit for the general public, what is offensive. That's it. That was what the censor was. And now you have the same thing. Now this is happening after Roald Dahl's books were also being rewritten. And I didn't cover this. I should. By the way, if by some miracle my videos last into the future, I don't think they will. But, you know, maybe 50 years from now, who knows? Right? Like some historian goes through old YouTube and finds, oh, like this guy used to be Romanian and he had some commentary about entertainment. If you find my videos and you do sensitivity training, if you remove the stuff that I say, I swear to God I will haunt you. I will become a spooky ghost and I will be in your house. I will haunt you and your children. Please, do not do this to yourself. Do not try to sensitivity train my videos, alright? So apparently the word fat has been removed from every book. Look at this stupidity. On Friday, the Queen Consort forced publisher Puffin UK to back down on its censorship of the author's work after she intervened in the row over the decision to edit his words. In a speech to mark the second anniversary of her literary initiative, a reading room at Clarence House, Camilla urged writers to remain true to your calling, unimpeded by those who may wish to curb the freedom of your expression of your imagination. It's not even that, like the author is dead. The only thing more disgusting that I've seen, besides doing this, is when Disney uses Stan Lee's Twitter account in order to promote Disney movies. So like Stan Lee is dead, but he still has his account with a blue check mark, and Disney uses it in order for him to sometimes say political shit and other times to promote Disney movies. Like that is beyond disgusting. Like if the person is dead, stop tinkering with his account. Fucking hell, like these corporations, they want to own you even after you pass away. I mean, honestly, I would not even be surprised if Stan Lee signed such an account. Because otherwise, like, how did they get access to his Twitter? By the way, again, if 50 years from now a historian finds me and someone is still using my Twitter and my YouTube channel, I disavow, okay? I seriously disavow. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, if you like this video, consider subscribing. I also have a live stream channel. There's a link into the pinned comment. And if you want to contribute, then giving me a super thanks would be much appreciated. So I will see you guys later. Take care.